the steel was burning at 1400 degrees.
It was still burning while you were here?
Absolutely. And the problem with that was, the problem with that was when they started to pump water from the Hudson River, there was no more pressure, there was plenty of volume. So now what we're doing with the steel, we were creating steam, not realizing anybody was under the steel. You know, steam is worse than fire. So that went through our minds. The two police officers were found via a fire dog, a rescue dog. And you know, none of the rescue dogs are alive anymore today. They've all died of cancer that were here on the site. It just, the next thing is when we were pouring water, we weren't sure if there was any bowels underneath the steel that was going to collect the water. If there was somebody alive, would they drown? Would they fry? You know, all the stuff. We did everything. Let me put it this, the fire department and the police department in the city of New York are the greatest in the world, second to none. But, you know, you had proactive, you had reactive, and you did what you had to do. And that's what you did what you had to do on a moment-to-moment basis. I can't even imagine what it's like in war or in battle. I know going on the ships and seeing the weaponry and stuff. I have 3 sons that are all of age to be on that ship, and I get tears in my eyes thinking about it. These guys, men and women, are so trained and so disciplined. And in a moment's notice, you heard this gentleman say there's not a thing that he would change. And I'm asked that all the time. Is there something that I would have done different? There's not a thing I would have done differently. At the moment, you did what you did, and you proudly did it.
Are you concerned, or how concerned are you about the damage done to people who worked here, who suffered from toxic chemicals?
Well, I can clearly talk to you about that. I have esophageal cancer, I have asthma, I have post-traumatic stress, I have acid reflux, I have GERD, I've had 2 tumors removed from the front of my head.
That you didn't have before?
Right. September 10th, I ran 7 miles a day. I trained and played soccer. Now I can't climb up 2 flights of stairs. I have 3 sons. One is in a wheelchair. And, you know, I used to be able to carry him up to my condo. The thing that I'm disappointed about is I can't do the things that I used to do. But in my world with my sons, with my son in a wheelchair, we have a saying in our family, can't not spoken here. And that's what went on at 9/11. I'm sure that's what went on in battle. Can't not spoken here. Americans don't use the word can't.
So what message would you like to send politically about the 9/11 first responders, those who are suffering today, in terms of government support?
The guys who are able to have medical coverage and medical insurance and stuff like that, God bless them. I wish them well, and I hope that they can maintain and sustain family life and stuff like that. The guys who are volunteers who came here for no other reason other than to help, John Field, John Sferrazza, myself, and thousands of others, I just hope that people don't forget who we are, and that we came with no reason, with no agenda, and we walked away with what we walked away with, not knowing we were going to walk away with that. And it doesn't matter that we walked away with it, because like I said, I wouldn't change a thing because of or in addition to.
Is there a fund to cover your medical expenses?
I don't know that. I know that Mount Sinai Hospital and the people at Mount Sinai are amazing people. That's all that I have is Mount Sinai. Yes, I go to the Manhattan campus. And you know,
what about the bills?
That's all covered by a federal grant right now, and I don't know how long that funding is going to be there. But what I don't have is I don't have the ability to work like I used to work. I don't have the ability to earn the money that I used to earn. I don't have the ability to do the things with my sons that I used to be able to do. And looking in retrospect, if that's my contribution to our country, then I proudly make that contribution.
do you think hearing that, Stan?
This means a lot. I'm glad you came over.
Thank you.
Glad I was able to talk to you.
Thank you.
We're all affected. We all had our own reactions.
You feel connected to each other?
I do.
Absolutely.
Good, good. Well,
Simplify.
okay, let's go for beer.